Hello, good morning, dear students. So, now we are moving further with the next topic of the second chapter. The name of the chapter is Business Services Part 1. And in the last session, we have just completed the details about our postal services. Fine, so today we are moving further towards the next topic. So, our next topic is of godown, which is also known as a warehouse. So, let me first read out the definition or the introduction about godown. After production, every product cannot be immediately sold or consumed, and hence the storage becomes essential. Godown is necessary for preserving the perishable goods. Some goods have only seasonal demands, but its production takes place throughout the year. Such goods are stored in the godown, and when there is a demand, it will be supplied from the godown. On many occasions, materials are essential to be stored for production, for inventory management, as a part of commerce, and godown service is essential. So, what actually the godown is? Godown is a place where you can store the goods, or sometimes such kind of goods which are highly perishable, means जिसका नाश जो है वो जल्दी से हो जाता है, मीन्स खराब हो जाता है. Such type of goods are known as perishable goods, and godown is also necessary for the preservation of the perishable goods. Some goods are of such nature that they are only having a seasonal demand. So, no doubt it is but obvious that if there are certain kinds of goods which the demand of that goods remains only for the certain period of time or for the limited time duration, that is a type of a seasonal demand, then also the production of such type of seasonal goods takes place throughout the year. Why? Because the employer or the owner of that product or the person who is producing that product has to prepare the goods, or he should be having such stock, or he should be capable of for producing such number of stock or up to certain demand of the stock, that when the season of that product comes, he should be able to satisfy the customer. Meaning, godown is such a service where the product is stored. While storing the product, the quality of the product is preserved so that minimum changes occurs in the quality. This is the main objective. Godown creates time utility of the product. See what is written over here, that while storing the product, the quality of the product is preserved. So minimum changes occurs in the quality. So if the person, or if you are storing that goods for the certain period of time in the godown, then there will be a slight change, no doubt minimum, or we should just say a little bit, not for the whole 1% also, but a little bit change which will change the quality of that product. Why? Because that product is stored in the godown for the longer period of time, and that is the major objective of the godown, and godown creates time utility of the product. See, we will see the types of godown. There are major three types. The first one is from the type of ownership perspective, and in that we have two types, that is private godown and public godown. The second is payment of custom duty perspective, on the point of view of payment of the custom duty. And in that also we are having the two types, that is custom duty paid go down, and the second one is bonded go down, that is such type of go downs which do not pay the custom duty. And the third one is usefulness perspective, general go down, and in that there are two types, that is general go down and special go down. So let us understand everyone. First one is from the types of go down from the ownership perspective, and in that first we have private go down, and that any trader or the manufacturer who owns a go down for storage of his goods according to his requirement is treated as a private warehouse or a private go down. So, if the trader or the manufacturer or the person who is producing the goods he owns, means he purchases the go down for the storage of the goods, but according to his requirement. So, if he is producing more quantity, then he will say that no, he wants two go downs. If he will produce the minimum or limited quantity, then he will say no, only I want one go down, that is according to his own requirement. If the trader or the manufacturer is storing his goods and he is owning that go down according to his requirement, that is treated as a private go down. Public go down, the go down in which is owned not for storing but for the business, but for public it is used as public go down. Such go downs are owned by the private individuals or by an institution. Businessmen and others use these go downs and they pay the rent and bear other expenses. Public go downs are situated near railway station, ports and airports. Today, public warehouses have developed an independent profession. Today, public go downs have become an independent profession. They guarantee the product storage, maintenance, and production. Public go downs provide receipt for the product which have been accepted by them for the storage. The receipts are transferable, so while the product is in the public go down, they can be purchased and sold of the product as well. So public go down is the go down which we can see near the airports or near the port or railway station, which can be used by the general public or it can be used by everyone, but there is a one person who is appointed for the maintenance or for the bearing of the expenses of that go down, and they are supposed to pay the rent. Means the person who is taking or who is maintaining that go down has to pay the rent to the government or to the person who is having the right on that property or on that go down, and he has to bear the certain expenses. But such type of go downs are used for storing all the types of products, not only for the particular product. Why? Because if the go down is near a railway station or near an airport, then it is but obvious that n number of passengers will come and they will demand certain product. They are having different demands. So whatever the stores or whatever the shopkeepers who are working over there have to pay the rent, and they will store their goods in that such type of go downs. The next is classification of goods from the perspective of a custom duty. First of all, let me make it clear that what is a custom duty. Have you people ever heard the word income tax? I think you have heard, because every individual or every person has to pay the tax on his income. So custom duty is also a one type of a tax which is taken by the government from the person who is doing the business, especially such type of businesses like go downs where they are storing a number of goods, or if they are importing the goods or if they are exporting the goods. At that time, the custom duty is to be paid. The first one is godowns for the product whose custom duty is paid. Imported goods for which import duty has been paid, but there is no immediate availability of a transport facilities to transport them to their destination. They are stored in the public godowns near seaport, airports, or border areas. Such godowns are known as godowns for the product whose custom duty is paid. So, which type of goods or which type of godowns are treated as public godowns? So, in this point, it will make it the concept of public godowns will also be more clear, because when the goods are imported from one state to another state or from one country to another country, at that time, if the goods are being imported, the custom duty of that goods is already paid by the sender. So the sender has already paid the custom duty. But if there is no transport facility available from the seaport or airport or railway station from where the goods has received, but it is to be reached to its destination. For example, if I am purchasing the goods from USA, and from there I had already received my goods in India, but the transport facility, because of this pandemic corona, the transport facility of that goods is not available, for example, then the goods which has already been imported from USA will lie at the port in the public godown until it is reached to the destination, or until the transport facilities comes into existence over there. So when the goods are imported, already the custom duty is paid. Next is bonded godown, or the such type of godown where the custom duty is not paid. Custom duty will have to be paid on import. If such goods for which custom duty has not been paid are stored in the godown, those goods are known as bonded godown. Such godowns are located near the places of import like ports, borders of the country, etc. The importer wants to re-export the product. These godowns facilitate by way of classification and repacking. The basic nature of the product is not to be changed. Such godowns are a blessing for re-exporting. So, what is bonded godowns, or the such type of godowns or goods on which custom duty is not paid? And it custom duty is already paid on the imported goods, but might be possible that the sender has not paid the custom duty. Then what? That is a big question mark. So what they will do, they will give the facility of re-exporting, that if you are not paying the custom duty, we will re-export your goods to you. So we will send back your goods to you. Either you will receive the goods by you, means the goods will reach to you, and whatever the expenses are bad for re-exporting, that is also to be bared by you. Or the second option they are giving is either you can pay the custom duty on such type of goods. And where these such types of godowns are found, it is usually found near border areas, or where such type of areas where maximum amount of goods are being imported. And the last is godowns based on usefulness perspective, that is general godown, those godowns for which no special care or specific maintenance or treatment is required. And when such goods are stored in the godown, such godowns are known as general godowns. All products of different shapes, weight, volume, nature are stored in such godowns with as widespread. So there are such type of godowns in which there is no specific or special care is taken for the goods, or no other specific maintenance or treatment is not given. Such type of godowns are known as general godowns. All the product are of different shape. I mean, there is no equality in the product, no equality in the size of the product, no equality in the shape of the product. जहाँ पे सब कुछ गोल 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 घुमा कर सब कुछ एक जगह पर रख दिया है, that is treated as a general godown. And what is specific godown? The product which are require special care, means जनरल गोडाउन में कौन सी चीज़ इंक्लूडेड होती है? सच टाइप ऑफ गुड्स विच डज नॉट रिक्वायर अ स्पेशल केयर. एंड स्पेसिफिक और स्पेशल गोडाउन मीन्स द प्रोडक्ट विच रिक्वायर स्पेशल केयर, ट्रीटमेंट एंड मेंटेनेंस ऑफ गोडाउन विच स्टोर such products are known as specific godown. Such specific godowns become important for the product like explosive, crackers, poisonous chemicals, cooking gas, petrol, etc. Some examples of a specific godown are under the tank of petroleum product. Special types of bricks for the poisonous chemicals. For perishable items like fruits, milk, vegetables, cold storage is necessary. These godowns are expensive, but different laws are to be followed for the safety purpose. So, for the maintenance of specific godown, the person has to be appointed, and such type of goods which are highly perishable in nature, or such type of goods in which specific or special care is to be taken for the goods, such type of goods are to be stored in the specific godown. So you are supposed to write down this topic, types of godowns, in your fair book. Thank you.